This is a young burrowing owl. In fact, he's about 5.5 weeks old. And I say he, I'm not entirely sure if it's a male or a female yet. It's a bird we're hand rearing currently, and we have sent off for a DNA testing kit because we've got the shell. And with that, we can actually identify whether it's a male or female, which will help us to choose a name, because at the moment, we haven't actually got one. But we've been hand rearing him since he was about 3 weeks old, which is just about the right age to start getting them really used to everything as they are growing up. So that's things like travelling and music, crowds of people, seeing different people, different animals, all that kind of stuff. And then it all becomes perfectly normal for him. And we've had great fun in hand rearing him. He's such a character, and that's the thing about burrowing owls, they really do have so much character. These little American desert birds that like to run around rather than fly up high into trees. They've got these long legs which are great for sprinting, and they're just great fun. It's going to be fantastic for school visits, lots to talk about with them in the schools, and great for our static displays as well. And I think this one's going to be a really good one to let roam free, running around, exploring, maybe catching a few insects and things like that. Welcome to episode 40 of the Owl Diary. Yes, it is episode 40 of the Owl Diary, and you know what? We're back. It's great to be back. If you've been missing the Owl Diaries, we've not been filming much actually throughout the earlier part of the year, then I'll explain why a bit later on. It's obviously been a quieter time earlier in the year, but we've actually had a few kind of weird bits and pieces going on, and just delays with the council here on getting our licence sorted, but I'll fill you in on that later on. So we're back here in the museum gardens. We've got our display up. It's Easter Saturday, one of our busiest days of the year. We've already done one flying experience with the hawk over there. He's ready to fly again a bit later. Other birds to fly today as well. Lots of team members here helping us out. We've been training our baby owl that you saw in the beginning of the video there, doing a bit of running around with that one as well. And it's just so good to be back because we've missed 2 years of the Easter holidays, which anyone in the tourist trade will understand is a really important part of the season. It's the big sort of kick-start, if you like, to the tourist season for any business, essentially. And it's our start of flying show season, and we're really looking forward to lots of events we've got coming up this year, this summer. And I found recently this clip, I'll show you now, of me 2 years ago. So this is what I've been doing every day, pretty much just walking to where the birds are kept. Means I don't have to spend money on the diesel and everything. It's also my daily exercise. It's very easy to get there without getting near people, keep that distance. And it is all really, really quiet. It is quite poignant though. Today's Good Friday. We're a good 3 weeks into the lockdown, and it does feel strange because it would normally be a very busy weekend for us with our display in York. We'd be doing flying shows at Hallow, things like that. But that's just the reality of it, you know, that's just all cancelled for now, and it will return with time, I suppose. So yeah, that's me having a bit of a walk, and yeah, face is a bit slimmer in that picture. Well, lockdown. Still kind of a bit of lockdown weight, but there we go. And, you know, like I say, we didn't think we were going to miss 2 Easter holidays, so it is really good to be back. And we have various different birds on display today. People are holding them, learning all their facts about them, and it's just great to be back actually out in the season doing this, and the sun is shining. Hope you enjoy the rest of this month's Owl Diary. So at the beginning of the video, I said I would tell you about some of the ups and downs we've had at the beginning of the year. So firstly, our AAL, our Animal Activities Licence. I applied for this because we had moved the birds to a new location, we needed a new licence, and ours was about to expire anyway. And the council, the Harrogate Borough Council, they did eventually get back to me, and after weeks of waiting, we finally got a date. The inspector came, did the inspection. There was a couple of bits and pieces we needed to sort, mainly paperwork, and there was a bit of a question mark over some of the new guidance in the document as to exactly how we were doing things. We were doing things practically and physically and also on paperwork, just as we had been 3 years ago when the new licence first arrived. And all I needed was an answer of, do I need to change this certain little thing or not? The inspector didn't know. And I don't blame her, because the legislation was brand new and the guidance can be rather vague. It is in some regards open to interpretation. I had to wait weeks and weeks for an answer, and even then I haven't even had a proper answer. However, it's been resolved, we've sorted something out, and I'm still waiting now for the certificate. So we have a licence, in theory, but I don't physically have an actual certificate. Am I, as a business owner who have children to feed and a mortgage to pay, etc., meant to not work at all. If we don't work, if we don't earn the money, we can't feed our birds, we can't keep the business running at all. We've obviously had problems with the lockdowns, and now we have this delay. So we have been operating as normal once we got the email, and I have the email saying, okay, we have a solution. So as far as I'm concerned, I paid my license fee, I have had the inspection, I have an email trail. All I'm waiting for is a certificate. So we're still waiting for that certificate, which we're meant to display while we're working. So at the moment, that's kind of pending still, and I don't know what's going on. I've tried emailing them, I've tried calling them, and it's as if they're not there. So it's not as if I haven't tried. Anyway, we're not going to worry about that. We're carrying on, and it's been a really good season so far once we actually got back to the actual practical work of taking the birds out and displaying them. And the other thing that happened is my personal Facebook account was attacked. It was really quite viciously attacked, actually, hacked into, and I was banned for 30 days, and if I didn't take action within the 30 days, my account would disappear. Well, I tried my very best, but apparently it's like trying to penetrate a thick wall that you can't possibly get into when it comes to Facebook. Nothing worked. Emailing them didn't work, pressing the various buttons to say this wasn't me didn't work, and as a result, we've lost our main Owl Adventures Facebook page. There was only me as an admin on there, the mistake I made. I should have had another admin on. And here are some of the reviews, for all the reviews. I actually took photos of all the reviews that were on there, screenshots, because we actually have on there a number of 5-star reviews, not one bad review at all, from all the weddings we've done, some of the displays we've done. So at least we still have a record of those. Probably going to start another Facebook page at some point. So it's been a little bit turbulent at the start. We didn't know whether we were coming or going, but we are now back to it and really enjoying it. Keep an eye on the channel. I've got loads of videos in the pipeline that you're hopefully going to find really, really interesting. But for now, hope you've enjoyed watching this Owl Diary, and we'll see you next time here at Owl Adventures. Thanks for watching.